Oh man. And all the 12s would. Okay. If it ain't broke, don't fiddle with it. Nope. Where am I going? Over here. Dun, 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 dun. Alphanod, refugee leader. Master Alphanod's associate, we have been waiting for you. I trust you are ready to begin.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
Hither.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground
Gone.
as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience.
True.
We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
You got it, dude. Yugiri. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them. I think suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made, though it shames me to beg for you for more when you have already offered so much. Desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would be a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Mamodi? Hells, why didn't you say so sooner? Of course I'll help. You could have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word that they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of stuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Go on, call on Freedury and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I was set to ship the little prince's order to the Wakened Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Read this letter. Oh, it's right here, right? Thank you for your kindness. She has a tail. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. Think you will be pleased with his reply. You have been granted an audience? Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphinaud. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for your naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate, and I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us in the Royal Promenade. Bow, bow, bow. Ugh. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. Pleasure. The others are already inside, let's not keep them waiting.
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace.
No more.
For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule,
Yoke.
and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the Purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
No.
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think.
True.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Mayhap.
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo.
Alamigo.
Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Just you. Okay. Yay.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
There's a
Now that the
reptile.
Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Lilac purple. Dum, ba-da-da-dum. No, there's nothing you can do. Give up, leave. We want to work. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving the matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed, Ulda is not an option. Nor are Limsalominsa or Gridania had judged given the state of their internal affairs, which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship, gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold, and no hope of better treatment. But that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nation. Infilia. That is precisely what I wish to discuss. Right? I understand the decision. But I can't accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Maybe temporary? A week, mayhap, or just a few days? Excellent. Oh. What did I say? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Lady Giri, I have a proposal if you want to hear. Out with it, Master Alfinard. The headquarters of my order, the signs of the Silent Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men in action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with not safe food and shelter by the way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Gu. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Uda, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alfinard, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life of your people go to one of our hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. Before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Uldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Do I have any recruits? Where can I check that? Right here? Timers? Ventures? No, not this. I have no clue. Why nobody want to join me? What do they mean I only completed one dungeon? What is this? We are connected that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. That in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accompany the Domans until such a time they are ready to set out for Mordana. Those wealthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they gain their strength. Hi! What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandates. Were it smaller in number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 domans to Mordana. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the domans' behalf. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is all the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Udal, Lady Yugiri. You and Revenant's Toll, my lord. What is going on? Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Yuri's game. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefore they will be transported by carriage to Ulda. As said, this has all been decided rather. Okay. Back to Vesper Bay. Speak with a man named Hosen. When you revive, as Lady Yugiri tells it, he has designated the leader of the first group. I Hose! Greetings. Alphanod informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of a man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sights, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I shall have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son, Yozan. He can tell you more. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ulda? I hear we're traveling by horsebird drawn carriage, but don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still hiding, since Lady Yagiri told us to take it really seriously. They won't move until we're there found, but Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Hey, you're not Hoyozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of them, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. You must know Lady Giri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you. Are you playing? No fair. Yosen didn't say anything about adults. We get to ride a horse carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary, but if Yosen says it's safe, I'll go. How'd you find me? Bah, guess I need to practice more. Maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. I instantly found all 3 of them. I'm too damn nice. Wonderful, all the children are accounted for. Hide and seek? I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Giri thought it best the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Sag. Long last, they're ready to leave Vesper Bay. Why are we leaving Vesper Bay a second time? First is us at the Scions, and now it's us with the Domans? Let's just stay here. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest of the regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. I understand the road to Ulda is regularly patrolled by the brass blades. It would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Our flying coach? What is this? This can't be over here. It's fluffy. Horse birds. Southerly roads. Looks pretty dangerous to me. Y'all really sent me all the way out here, and now you're telling me to go all the way back. Imagine doing this without flying. Okay. I was about to say. A horse or a hearse bird? Was being the operative word. Well fought, sir, well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities prelude acts of daring do? Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Yugiri's kinsmen, least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch, dipping, bricklaying, it matters not. Whatever this toll will grow and prosper by our hands. What the? Hey, Mr. Glide. Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To go whither the wild rose blooms, to amass a fortune, to win glory, to gain power? I mean, let me just do this. So, you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Glide, I got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? Dude, bum 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 bum. You mean there are lots of people who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Bum bum bum. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn. When I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? 10,100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Train every day. So my father was right. How do you do it then? Come on, tell me. Don't leave anything out. Alright, that's enough questions. That's not fair. Why does Yozo not get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? No. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice. Do 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 do. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Master Glide and Lady Ugiri. Yeah, just like Master Glide and Lady Ugiri. We could talk about its carriage. Will you be joining us? No, thanks. Did we actually make it in Mordona? Is this Ul'dah? Oh, we're going to Ul'dah first. I was about to say, I'm like, hold up. Come on. I pray they do not grow too accustomed to this treatment. It is a welcome respite, to be sure, but a far cry from what we can expect in Revenant's Toll. All due respect. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yuri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resultant ties should stand in the Domains in good stead for the witches to come. Safe travels. Not the chillin'. How would you name yourself? Whatever. Let us in. This must be the esteemed Lady Giri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find your dearth or fineries of off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirits and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand I gave the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slaffborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells. Glide, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. Hey, watch your talk. We can prove our worth. We won't forget this. Hubert. Papalibo. Tataru. How does she stand up? This little thing's nothing compared to what the Domans endured. These two need to... Who are these two? Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Balacion continue to meet with failure. Ranger has explored our other avenues of the query, but they too have yielded not. We will preserve, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. No, we don't know. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains resolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that it as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Answers pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain we have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons? In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slaffborn, Lady Yugiri. Huh? Why you give that look? Still no misting crystals. Ishtola.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we
Urianger.
have our explanation.
This one's a serpent, no?
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late.
Did she just say Ahagen? No S?
Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That's the server.
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon, soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless one.
This sounds like a Power Rangers villain.
And
It looks
I
like
shall
one.
be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
Why am I? That's the power of the echo?
The gift and knowledge.
To see other people's memories or something?
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
Sahagin.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
Tataru? No, it's Tataru.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Yeah, we could trust you, right?
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
Whoa, what's this?
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Eorzea. Oh, who's this voice actor?
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
You have my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Ophelia wishes the final words. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventually inevitable. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. What the heck? What is the view? Welcome, friends. I take it Yustola has apprised you of the situation? Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sagan Gif had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even so, we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a larger scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the science support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts shall come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did with Titan last walk these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of those whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Blood. Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sagan movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised to the last intelligence. Commander Fakbrida has charge of the garrison. Back here. I've been expecting you, the sign of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Scouts in distress. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe like the likes of this before. You must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that, and yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured in Sapsa. All told, here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. It pains me to even consider the notion. If they have perished, circumstances forbidding, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. There's one wounded one? Thank you, I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we were, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my way back. I fear the worst of them. Save them. Ba da ba da 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 ba da ba ba. Wait, were those dead? Yeah, they are. Those are corpses. Tunuk, tunuk. You returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I fear you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Dear gods. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Is their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they got too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. The gift of eternity. Thrice damned fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Oh. She came out here. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sagan and their thralls have already begun to amass the aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sagan have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is likely to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetherites and eliminate the Sagan priest. Presiding over the summoning, we are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract Sagan legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over their effort. Be mindful that the Lady of the Land there is devilish force attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out and cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. Likewise, the Scions shall form small units in hopes of confusing the Sagan defensive effort. Lyde and Ishtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defensive, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Tancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sagan as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Ishtola and Glide. Can't she take this off now, since she's not an Oda? While all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetherite, accompanied by Lady Minfilia as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by— Never, because you just watched me fight the Titan, and he came after we beat it. Too long ago I warrant, but come, let us away. These NPCs never fight with us. You want Minfilia too? Checkpoints. Checkpoint quests. What is this? Wait, what? Oh, this is interesting. Ishtola, you coming? Why is Ishtola not coming? Oh, do I have new something log? Wow, this whole time. What is that? Tola, what are you doing? Aiding? What? Why are you down? Get up! Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetherite is close at hand. Let us press on.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much?
Leviato!
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Okay.
To the Aetherite!
On guard. Who did that?
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Oh! Whirlwhip! Maybe Minfilia should have a sword?
Something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Stop giving him a look.
Long have you shriveled Swordwalkers, tormented our kind.
Eh?
But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
Salt to the wound.
Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
What does that even mean?
Such power! It is transcendent!
One shot to the back. It's too late. Nani?
7 hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Again. Shoot them all. Got a good shot. Oh.
Shorewalker, you cannot kill that which is eternal!
She got night vision goggles. Uh-oh.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage?
Unless.
God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Tidal wave. The gift of eternity. Into the heart of the world, Merlib is brooding over Leviathan's return. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. As long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure, but Lane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Let me get that real quick. Ba ba ba. Da 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 da.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, it was called.
Halfstone? I thought they said Hearthstone.
Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage.
Leviathan.
When the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
What? Wait, given the quantity of crystals? I thought they said they barely had enough.
If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa.
Oh, MSQ? Oh yeah, this game is good. The story is very engaging. I think I'm ahead of you. If the CD. Well, what? I don't know. You might not want to watch if you don't want spoilers. But I don't know. This isn't really. I don't know. Nothing important seems to be really happening.
That cannot happen.
I say that, but it's Leviathan.
Must be stopped.
I don't know. It's just the usual.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
Oh,
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
How long? Basically since November. Like, I was on and off for like, I don't know, 2 years? But basically, November I started playing. The company heroes defeated Leviathan, first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea.
Admiral, if I may.
Yes, Shrek.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself.
Hold on.
Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told.
Huh?
If
I'm
mounted upon a
54.
such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Yes, we did.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
Old
Makes little
arcanist
difference
friend
who
of
thought
mine.
it first, so long as
Okay.
it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vimelis.
Naldic and
But before we
Vimelis.
proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder.
Black Mage. Well, Thaumaturge. And then into Black Mage, yeah. I wasn't feeling it though. But apparently the global cooldowns, like there's less things on global cooldowns after the A Realm Reborn. But I don't I'm gonna level it up to level 80 and see how it is. But how it was, like from level 1 to 50, was pretty rough. Just everything, like you can only press one spell at a time. And like my rotation was like fire into blizzard, into fire into blizzard, over and over again. It's pretty boring. That's the same with White Mage. Yeah, yeah, I heard White Mage level 50. Everything is it's just slow.
By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
I was it. I played World of Warcraft before this for like 13 years.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
What is this guy's name?
Now,
What?
from what I have gleaned of these matters,
Slash
the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To which, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan.
Oh damn. It'd be like this. But yeah, it gets better at least. I don't know. I mean, it's good that they learned. Like, I'm pretty sure with Heaven's Sword, like, just straight up right there, that's when all the classes get better, I think. So it's good that they learned from their mistakes, I guess. What do you say? Now that what I gleaned, the device will need to be close constant, to which we must last our twin vessel to
This
Leviathan.
in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Huh? Why are they giving me this look?
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger.
Oh boy.
And I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Who is this guy?
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
Post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
Oh. What is this face? What's going on here?
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again.
Limsa
Go well,
Lominsa.
warrior of light.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Wait, what? It's the same dialogue. Ba-da-bum. Wait, what? What'd you say? Being held as gods also exists in what ye call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in day of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I've come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it's best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellowjacks, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. Huh? One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disciplined to put any store by this claim, and even though should it be true, it is as Eustola said, none save the company heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? True. If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed primal slayer's claims. Glide, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torments of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. Maelstrom mantra, cause they're pirates. Oh, I haven't picked up on that. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Las Lasea. The storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Okay. I'm going, baby. Oh, you are? Bum, bada bum, bum, bada bum. Oh yeah, I did that recently. I didn't do all of them up. My main one's gonna be Weaver. But I got all of them to like 30. To like feel them out. I got the Black Mage relic weapon or whatever. Stardust Rod. It glows when you pull it out. It makes a sound effect. I swear this meteor is like the Calamity or something, no? I don't know. What are these guys doing? Is the crab up? Cancer! He's up. Can't do that. Weaver, Goldsmith, and Alchemist are fit. Oh, you could bring them all up? Yeah, I'll do that eventually, but I don't know. What I need is I need a tank class and a healing class. Yesterday I was trying to do Ifrit Extreme, and we were all on the minimum item level of, what was it, 70 I think. We were in there for like 6 hours, we couldn't get it done. This thing is rough on the healers and the tanks. But I don't know, I feel like it was good learning for them. I don't know what classes I want though. Dark Knight, Gunbreaker. Wait, this is a tank? A Gunbreaker is a tank? What? Knowing me, I'd probably pick Dark Knight for a tank. Probably Conjurer for heals. I don't know. Oh yeah, I know, but no, we synced. We synced item level 70. I don't know why we did that, but we did. Like I think I'm not even sure if everyone realized we were, but I don't know. I think we wanted a challenge, I guess. I don't know. But there were people in there that didn't know the fight, so I think we should have done it at, what is it, item level 130, or no, I think 115 is the maximum or something for that dungeon. I don't know, it doesn't say. But it's whatever. I was doing it. Wait, what? Is this the fake? This guy's the fraud! Now look here, you'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sack of grains over the mill. But sir, this is the guy, he's claiming that he defeated Leviathan. This guy's the fraud. Company of Heroes guy. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. And before I mucked out the chocobo stables. And before I rolled that millstone over the mill. And also before... Alright, get some pants. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days! And do you hear me complaining? Chocobo tattoo? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tratome ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, cause I won't be repeating myself. Too modesty. Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, Keen. You can? The tale of Tractome's epic victory over the dead primal, Leviabetus. Now, Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. And that's no mean feat, let me tell ye. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. And even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Why I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots, but not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic, mayhap too modest. Now there's some as say ye can never truly beat Leviabetus, that you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation, not the company though. It's you! Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the tension is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Remember, it's tiny. It's pathetic. Oh, like, damn, what is all this? This guy's bugging. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviabetus, but I have seen him with my own eyes. Just a fair few years back, when I was working as a baker's hand, I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor, and I saw it, a great big massive sea serpent, some moms off the coast with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right there and then. What? Oh gosh, just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. Hey, wait, if you're here asking about Leviabetus, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care, he really is terrible, dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Don't get near him. Why, you worthless lion horseson? I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. This guy pooped his pants. This is Minfilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Live beat us? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Morbid dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. What is this bot? What is this? Can I report this guy? I'm pretty sure multi-boxing isn't illegal. Or a bannable offense. And they're gone. Whatever. Do, 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 do. Alright, what's next? I think this is gonna be it for now. Well, Final Fantasy at least. I'm gonna continue this later. Thanks for hanging